Hi, there's Live Prepper here with Watch Walking Dead. Killing zombies to survive. You watch the movies, you read about it, you get scared, but in a real life situation, does it make sense to herd them together and kill as many as you can, work together to get rid of them? You're in a town, say a small town. You're in a small town, and you got zombies everywhere. You don't need the football stadium anymore, do you? No, not really. Can you not fix a trap, use the blood of the zombies to cover you up? Can you not turn around and have somebody get up in the rafters and start calling, making sounds, hollering for them, whatever, and then they have a rope on the other side of the fence for them to climb down and then turn around and barricade the stadium up with wood or whatever you throw in there, old clothes, whatever you throw in there to help burn and make some bombs with bottles and a fuse and gasoline or whatever, alcohol or whatever it is you get to burn the zombies, because you sure don't need the football stadium anymore. What about a building, a building with 3 floors in it that you don't really need? I mean, the fact is that can you not call them to come into this building and to barricade like maybe an old factory that, is full of chemicals and things like that? Maybe that too, you can fix it where you call them. You, of course, going to have someone is bait, but turn around, they get through the other door. They're covered in zombie blood, so they can get out, but they attract attention, whether you're beating on a pan, whether you're using a radio to get them to follow you, whatever it is. But can you not make an effort to get rid of them? I'm seeing these shows with thousands, and millions of these things walk around. The point is, you're like, why should I make an effort of doing that? Why should I want to do that? Even if you are by yourself, killing them, getting rid of them, the survival of the race, what's left of the people. The children did not ask to be born into this world. Unfortunately, we got people out there, as I said, without putting titles, who try to create superior, you know what, without putting labels, or so-called WF deal, let's get rid of these group of people to, take over, but things backfire. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of this. But the thing is that getting rid of as many as you can increases maybe a chance for somebody else to survive. Getting rid of them, reducing the mass that, in time, many of them is going to starve to death. They're going to deteriorate and they're going to rot. But how many years will that go? I mean, how long will that last? Another thing, they're going to turn around and feed off of all the animals that's out there. And if by chance some of the animals survive or they turn, then you have more problems right there. Rodents are among the worst because they feed on everything. Vultures feed on the dead and scavenge. So you got all this problem here. So you need to burn the remains. You need to create a pile. You need to burn the remains. You need to eliminate that possibly. Also, the fact is that as they rot, it will soak into the ground, the virus or whatever. So then you have to think about that as well. Yeah, I would want to clean out an area. I would want to find me an area that's not huge in population. I would want to clean the town out. If there's 2,000 people in the population of that community, I'd want to get rid of however many's left. Maybe there's 1,500 of them left in that town. 500 went to a FEMA camp. And that's another thing. FEMA camps is something other that I don't want to go to. I have no interest in going to a FEMA camp. I'm not saying they're necessarily bad, but you've got all these people in this area counting on food and supplies and stuff. And if it runs out, it runs out, and then you're going to start turning on one another. If people are carrying the virus with them and they die, they're going to turn. And it's just going to take one to bite you. And then you've got thousands of people massed into this camp. So then you're looking at that. So, but it's further ahead to kill the zombies and keep them weeded out. You're sitting there seeing them in the communities. They got it all fenced off, and then they'll put them all like on The Walking Dead. They was all in a pit. Instead of getting rid of them, sitting there and burning them and cremating them down on a regular basis, they just let them accumulate. So when things started to deteriorate, then they got out. Rock quarries is a good place to put them. But cremating them is number one issue. Getting rid of them is number one issue. Keeping your area clear of them is a number one issue. I've been watching, Walking Dead lately here, so I'm using it as a reference. One of the black gentlemen, African American gentleman, however you want to put it, created spikes around his camp. So as they came, they got their guts stabbed, and he killed them, he pulled them off, he walked around, and he kept cleaning the area out of them. Common sense. Keeping your area clean. Making a patrol or going out every day. Many of these people end up dying because of the herd. The herd overwhelms them. They close in on them. So keeping your area clean is very important. Creating the traps to keep the areas clean. Creating the states to keep the areas clean. It's just something you have to do. I'm not saying you got to build traps to kill humans with, because there is going to be humans out there that's going to hurt you. They are going to hurt you, but you've got to think about your group of people, yourself, and keeping the area clean for yourself or whoever you got. Maybe you got 3 or 4 people with you, but it's keeping the area clean. Killing the zombies and keep your area clean is very important. People say, "Oh, Joan's being crazy again. Oh my God!" Well, the fact is that many people thought things was crazy in the time. They thought the planet was flat. They thought the idea of anybody flying in planes and stuff was crazy. The idea of automobiles was crazy. The fact is that electricity was crazy. Everything was crazy. So, killing the zombies is very important. Keeping your area clean is very important. Now, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell you what. In a situation, if it come push to shove to that, I would head to a low populated area to survive in. I would clean the area and keep the area clean, and I would create my traps to catch them and kill them and burn them and keep my area clean. I can go to a small town, maybe a population 2,000 people, whatever. I'd rather go up north. The farther up north you go, I think would be better in a situation like that, because humans are going to head down more towards the southern area, the warmer climates, many of them will. And also on top of that, I feel the zombies will do the same. Snow will slow them down, and that's good. If you're in an area where you can be closed off during the winter months, a few months out of the year, that's a plus. So for me, going north is something I would choose to do. But that does not mean you want to. Survival is the key. And I wouldn't just be doing it for me. I would be doing it for the survival of the human race, for the children that has not been born yet. The more I destroy of these creatures who was once humans, who was once your family, who was once your friends, who was once maybe your doctor or whatever the deal is, the better chance of surviving. And you say, well, God, there are going to be so many of them. There's countless numbers, and it's over. I'm sorry, but if you got that community sealed in, And you've got all these creatures out there who was once humans, who was once your families and once their friends or whatever. Killing them and destroying them and burning the remains is a daily chore that you need to do to keep them down. Because what's going to happen is the sounds of the others is going to keep drawing them in. And then your wall is going to get overpacked. Well, what happens if one of the walls collapsed? What happens? So keeping the zombies down and keeping your area clean is very important. My opinion. This is Life Prep here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.